Hey fifth grade, welcome back to library. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, and we will have our last library class together for this rotation on Thursday. So after that, your specials will switch again, and then next week will be kind of a weird week because we're off on Monday and Friday, so it'll be a short week. But I'll send you guys an email with when things are switching as a reminder. So, I also want to point out I'm so bad with this camera. My Love Your Library shirt, and that is because I love my library, and hopefully you love your library too. But anyway, I just thought that was a fun shirt to wear today. Today we are going to be talking about call numbers. So hopefully you've heard this term before. This is something I would have done with you in the library this year, probably at the beginning of the year, as a review, but because I started in October, I didn't really do traditional beginning of the year stuff with you guys. But anyway, I wanted to review call numbers with you. You've probably learned about this before, but it's always good to hear it again. So in our library at CDS, we have 3 ways of organizing. The easiest, I think, is the picture books. So as you can see, the call number is on the spine of the book, which is the side here that sticks out on the shelf. And for our picture books, I just have a P for picture book, and then the first letter of the last name of the author. So this is PN because the last name of the author is Na, N-A. Okay, so all the picture books are organized like that, and it's really easy because if you know what this letter is, then you can figure out where to put it back. Fiction books, which is what we're going to talk about with our assignment today, is a little bit different. So those will be FIC, F-I-C for fiction, and then the first 3 letters of the author's last name. Okay. In some libraries it may just be F for fiction, but in our library it's going to be FIC, F-I-C, and then the author of this book, Sideways Stories from Wayside School, is Louis Sachar, and so it's S-A-C for Sachar. And then the most tricky one is the nonfiction books. And this is Dewey Decimal System, which is very difficult sometimes until you get the hang of it. So this is the Chronicles of Harris Burdick, which you guys read some of these stories at the beginning of the year. And I'll probably read one more too this year. But Dewey Decimal involves the decimal system. So as you can see, there's a number first, and each like 100s are a certain subject, and then 200s, 300s, like 500s are animals, 800s are literature, like poetry and short stories. And then again, the first 3 letters of the author's last name. So we're not going to go into too much detail on that today, but I just wanted to point that out to you guys. So I don't have a video for you to watch. It's just me today. So we are going to look at the assignment. So if you scroll down on your assignment today, you'll see call number practice, and this will make a copy for you, so you don't need to worry about anything like that. And let's just look at the first sheet for now. So remember, I'm going to go to zoom in. That will help me. Let's read the top. So call numbers help us to find books in the library. They are located on the spine of the book. Fiction books are organized by the last name of the author. Write a number below each book to put them in the correct ABC order. So hopefully you guys all know the alphabet. I think by 5th grade you should probably have that mastered. But we are going to practice just putting these in order, first, second, or third. So they all start with F for fiction, and then you have to look at the second line, which will tell you the beginning of the author's last name. So on this one, it's a little easier because they only have the first 2 letters. So I know that A obviously comes before T, so I'm going to narrow it down to these 2. A-L or A-M. So I know that L comes before M in the alphabet, so to type, I'm just going to click text, and you may have to double click. And then you're going to delete that and give it a number, so that would be the first one, A-M would be the second one, and T-H would be the third one. Okay, so you're just giving it a 1, 2, or 3 and to put it in the correct order. So you're going to continue doing that for this page. I'm only requiring you to do this first page. If you want extra practice and you want to be an overachiever, you can go ahead and do the next page as well. That's fine with me. I like doing stuff like this, so if it were me, I'd probably choose to do that, but it's up to you. Please at least do the first page, okay? After you finish that, if you finish early, you can always do something on the choice board. So it is the same choices as Monday, last week, which was Friday is when you had it. So if you find something on here that you want to do, or you can always just read a book. If it's nice out, it's fun to read books outside, I think. If you have questions, you can join Zoom, and I will be happy to help you. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. Make sure you turn this in when you're finished, and then I can see your hard work. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.